Hi everyone, my name is YK and today I'll be demonstrating the eClassroom Mashup. The eClassroom Mashup is an entry for a Situational Applications Contest 2008, and its purpose is to demonstrate how mashup technology can be used to help young students from third world countries, or any other students in general, learn foreign languages. Now I stress third world countries because in those areas, resources like teachers, books, and schools tend to be scarce. Therefore, there's a much greater need for technology to help facilitate education. But of course, it can help with any students in general learning a new language. Nevertheless, the e-classroom concept can be generalized to teaching in general, and not just for languages, depending on the stuff you put into the widgets. Now, when you bring it up, this is what it looks like. It has a logo and has a few widgets. And over here, this is where you input the information that you want. So for example, if I'm a native speaker of English and I want to learn Chinese, but I don't know what sentence goes in Chinese, so what I can say is I can type in a sentence here and it's going to translate it for me. So for example, if I say, I love mashups, and I select my native saying English is my native language, and then I can say read the English part, and I want to learn Chinese, so it's going to translate it into Chinese. And I also want to learn what it sounds like, so I select this checkbox as well, and then I click submit. So then what happens is it translates it for me.
I love mashups.
And it reads it in English.
Why mashups?
And it reads it in Chinese. And also gives me the Chinese translation over here. And down here, it shows me a word of the day. So since I told it that I want to learn Chinese, then it knows that Chinese is the language I want to learn. So I gave it a feed of word of the day for all the different languages. And based on that language, it's going to give me a word of the day. So it keeps me going, as I read something. If I read a Chinese newspaper or something, and I don't understand what it says, or if I want to learn Chinese from an English newspaper, then I can type it in and tell it what I'm trying to learn. Now, down here, I have a quick reader, and what that is if I see a text I don't understand, regardless of the language, and I just want to know what it sounds like, then I can just paste in the text. So for example, if I can say mashups, and I say English,
Mashups.
so it's gonna tell me what it sounds like. So and I have different voices as well. If I didn't like that voice, I can choose a different voice. If I can choose a male voice if I wanted to.
Mashups.
See, and of course you could choose different languages as well. Now, for example, if I want to say thank you in German, and I choose German down here, and I want that translated to English, and I say submit.
Danke.
And you can see
Thank you.
that again it did the translation. It read it to me in German, it read it to me in English, and it updated the data viewer with the word of the day in English. Let's do another example. If I'm a native speaker of Japanese and I say this is a book, kore wa hon desu, and I choose Japanese, and I want to translate that to English and say submit. This is a book.
これは本です。
And
This is a book.
so it reads to me in English as well. Now, so let's just say, let's say la vie. Okay, French. And let's say I want to learn Japanese, and then I can say submit.
C'est la vie.
And it's also going to read to me in Japanese.
その人生の
So this is how mashup can be used to learn a new language, because you would know a language already, but you would have a target language that you're trying to learn, and it helps you do the translation, and it also helps you do a word of the day, and also gives you the ability to just hear what new language, certain words you don't know, certain vocabulary words, hear what they sound like. Now, to implement this, what I have to do is implement my own web services. So, for example, these avatars that you see, I have to tweak a website a little bit that offer these services and create and turn them into web service that I can call, and I use PHP to do that. And in addition to that, I have to create my own web service, which is based on the Google Translation APIs. But I have to tweak that as well for stuff like character encoding issues. So that's this particular widget, the website displayer, that does the translation. And down here, the data viewer. This is this. When I click on it, it also goes to the actual website that offers the feed. But anyway, that widget is based on a feed that I created with the InfoSphere mashup. And here's a window of what it looks like. It has a lot of different nodes because I have a lot of different languages, and so therefore I have like 8 different sources, and for each source I have to do a translation and then ultimately combine them, and that's the feed that goes into the data viewer that we just saw. I just reloaded the page, so it's gone now. Anyway, so I hope this demonstration helped you see how we can use mashup technology to help students learn new languages. But again, this is depending on the content. It doesn't have to be learning languages. It could be learning math or science or anything like that.